Cancerian, please do watch this video till the end if you really want to learn about the gaining of wealth, acquiring valuable items and assets, unprecedented profit in your business or career. If you're self-employed or employed, you may be expecting a much-awaited promotion, honor at your workplace. Most of you would see success in all your undertaking, the improvement in not only on your financial condition but in your personal life as well. You'll be able to live in peace and harmony, and sense of fearlessness will prevail in you. Mars transit report for all of you, and transit effect for all of you from 7th of December 2025 will carry on till 16th of January 2026. Let me define you about the Mars and its effect. Mars has traditionally been considered as a malefic planet in astrology that is more likely to produce evil than good. But this is not so. This is not true at all. Although, as is in this case with any planet, if the energies of Mars are allowed to operate to excess, its effects can be quite difficult, but usually there is nothing to fear from its transit. And in fact, its energies are a vital part of our life, everyday life. Mars is an energy planet. Specifically, it rules the energy that an individual uses to maintain himself or herself in the face of pressure from his environment. When you're talking about somebody's confidence, we're talking about Mars. When we're talking about somebody's guts, that is Mars. Without confidence, without guts, you can't survive in the world. That take you forward. The Mars energy say that this is what I am and this I can be no other way. That is your Mars. And prepare an individual to the fight. If somebody making you fighter in your life, that is Mars, if necessary to maintain his or her position. Obviously, one can have no individuality without this energy. Otherwise, you have no personality without this Mars's energy. It is a fundamental part of the ego, drive, and anyone in whom this energy is weak is not much of a personality. People can walk over the person. Person with a weak Mars often do the things that are attributed to a strong Mars, such as acting extremely pugnacious, irritable, or argumentative. These people have to constantly reassure themselves that they are strong, which would be unnecessary. If they really were strong, it is true, they don't have to, if they're really strong, they don't have to tell themselves, I'm strong, no. It is true that, however, the person with a strong Mars is likely to be rather domineering. And that is, you are here to rule. Because Mars is one of the commander of Devata's army. So he is a chief of staff, one of the chief of staff. If you see commanders of Devatas, the angels commander. Mars is also connected with work and physical energy, hard work, physical hard work and physical energy. And often its transit signify a day when you feel very energetic and extremely vigorous. In fact, one way to ensure that a Mars transit will not cause dispute or argument with others, which is a sign of male functioning Mars energy, is to have plenty of hard work to do. The negative side of Mars most often manifests itself when there is no other outlet for its energy. Then you're bored with that energy. You want to lash out. As Mars transit each planet in your horoscope, the area of life related to that planet will become energized. When Mars transit Venus, you seek out physical love. Yes. When Mars transit Mercury, you look for mental activity. But there is more to it than that. When Mars transits a planet, your ego drive are likely to incorporate that planet's energy. You will try to establish your individuality toward others through the issue related to that planet. This can result in a conflict with others if the energy gets too strong or encounters serious resistance from others. And of course, there is nothing wrong with a good fight if it serves some purpose. Fighting is one way to learn about your own strength in an interpersonal sense. As Mars transit each house, the affair of that house become energized, just as with the transited planet. And also you will be most active or seek to assert yourself through the affair of the house occupied by transiting Mars. Here again, you are most likely to have a conflict with others in this area of your life. The only danger with Mars is that its energy, when submitted to the physical level, can signify accident, specifically from burns or fire, and illnesses involving fever and infection. This is often the result of frustrated ego energies, and although you may have to dig around in your own psyche to realize that this whole thing, you must learn to express your resentment and anger, for they are legitimate part of your being. That is Mars. Let's talk about Cancerians. Month of December 2025, Mars transit effect for Cancerian for all of you. Transit of Mars for Cancerian in 6th house, starting from 7th of December 2025, will carry on till 16th of January 2026. Mars transit effect in 6th house. During this time period, Mars will move through your 6th house. Mars placed in your 6th house. Mars is a lord of your 5th house and lord of your 10th house, the house of profession. Mars 4th positive aspect on your house of luck, 9th house. But 7th negative aspect on house of expenditure, 12th house. And also 8th negative aspect on your own sign, Cancer, in your own sign Lagna. During this time period, there will be living conflict in your relationship. You will be quite worried due to your partnership, due to your relationship. There will be rising luck and prosperity and participation. You're participating in religious events, religious functions. You'll be traveling abroad. There'll be a rising in expenditure. You might go abroad or gain from abroad. You must look after your health, linked with blood, linked with bladders. You will annihilating your opponents and have a success in any matter of litigation. Your status will be elevated. You'll be enjoying favor from those in high position and from the government. You will be acquiring wealth and vehicle. Benefit will come to you due to favor from those people who are companion. In general, you will have a various comfort. You may create enmity or account of your spouse. You may lose money. This donate good timing. This particular period sees you gaining wealth, acquiring valuable items, precious items, reaping the unprecedented profit in your metal and other businesses. If employed, you may expecting that much awaited promotion, honor at your workplace. Most of you would see success in your undertaking. The improvement in your overall financial condition would make you feel more secure, more comfortable, more happy. You would also be able to live in peace with your completely peace of mind, and a sense of fearlessness would prevail in you. This is also time to win over your enemies. You may also expecting a ceasefire of your previous conflicts. If you are caught up in any court case, you may expecting a judgment that would favor you. Most of your enemies would withdraw. Victory would be yours. You're likely to command more respect, more honor in society. Some of you also would performing charitable deeds at this time. Health would be fine during this time period. You would also get rid of a lot of your previous health issues. Mars position in 6th house. This is a time period, may I say that, at this time you will throw your ego The modern astrology, the definition for the Mars position in 6th house is this. You'll throw your ego energy into working hard and getting things done on time. In contrast to this transit, Mars through the 5th house, now you are very much more able to defer tomorrow's pleasure for today's work. In fact, you're likely to take considerable pride in how much work you can do during this particular transit. So the best way to handle this energy is to find plenty of work and do it. But there are some inherent problems with this transit. The 6th house is a house of service, by which astrologer means that you would place the need of others above your own ego gratification. The classic notion of 6th house is work done for the sake of someone else, usually an employer or other such person. But this kind of work does not square very well with ego-oriented energy of Mars. You may not want to work for someone. Instead, you want the credit for your accomplishment yourself, so that you are identified with what you can do. This can lead to conflict with your superior and general difficulty in your work situation. Even if you are the employer, there may be difficulty if the people who work for you feel that you're not giving them enough credit. The best solution is to maneuver yourself into a position where you don't have to work with or for others or any more than necessary. If you're not self-employed, that is a problem, but you may not be able to get some work that require work alone and depend largely upon individual initiative. This is not the time to be team player. The 6th house is a house of health. So this transit of Mars through this house, it can signify health problems such as infection, fever, accident. But these are probably the result of frustrated ego energy, which are characteristics of this transit. Keep up a program of rigorous physical activity and avoid any situation that is not so good for your health. Above all, do not keep your frustration bottled up in the silent patience for yourself, likely to become ill if you do. So you have to be very careful. Whatever you decide, whatever you want to accomplish, you need to be extremely cautious. The transit which I'm 6th house, I've already explained. The task precautions which I'm going to give you. If you can perform this task, please do donate kheer in the temple Tuesday or Sunday. It will benefit you quite a lot. And second task, which is very important, refrain from keeping rusty tools in your possession. Don't keep any rusty things in your possessions, please. Quick reminder, yes, you can take your astrological journey even deeper by downloading my free app. Just sign up and you receive a complimentary basic consultation as my welcome gift to you. But you'll have access to premium content. Weekly horoscope premium content, monthly horoscope premium content, yearly horoscope premium content. Yes, with transit effect, conclusions, task precaution chanting, very thorough report, weekly, monthly, yearly. Wish you all the best. Thank you.